to Let's Talk in English. My name is Esther.
And my name is Garrett. We're back with more travel.
And the name of our lesson is called A Trip to Hokkaido.
Yes, we started talking about this island yesterday. Friends, do you remember where Hokkaido is?
Is it in the south of Japan or in the west part of Japan? No.
Nope, it is in the north of Japan. It's way up there, so the weather is quite cold.
That's right. When we talk about weather, we're talking about what it's like in the sky, the conditions around us. There is warm weather, there is cold weather, there is snowy weather, and rainy weather.
And in the winter in Hokkaido, the weather is cold. So you'll see snow and ice. And if you want to have some fun with these things, maybe try visiting a snow festival.
Right. At the snow festival, there is a lot of snow. People will use big blocks of ice and make them into snow or ice sculptures.
Yeah, they will build ice sculptures. Wow, that sounds like a perfect vacation to me.
Right. And if you want, and there's snow, you can also build a snowman.
Ooh, sounds like so much fun. Okay, friends, hopefully it will also be fun to find our Find It answer. The question is, how did Tara start her visit to Hokkaido?
How did Tara start her visit to Hokkaido? Listen carefully to find the answer. Now let's go to Sonia with today's keywords.
Tara 去了北海道，一到那里就参加了破冰船之旅。I started my time there with a trip on an icebreaker ship. 名词 ship 就是船。Greg 说，你可以说明一下破冰船是什么吗？ Can you explain what an icebreaker ship is? 动词 explain 就是说明、解释。原来它是一种很特别的船，可以穿破水上的冰层前进。It's a special kind of ship that can cut through ice. 介系词 through 就是穿越。Tara 还想参观北海道小樽市的小樽雪灯之路。他说，这是冬季的节庆，每年2月都会举办。It's a winter festival held every February. 动词 hold 是举办，句中的 held 是它的过去分词。活动期间，城市会点灯饰，还有小型的雪雕，美不胜收。The city is decorated with lights and small snow statues. 名词 statue 就是雕像。
Welcome to the show, Tara.
Thank you, Greg.
You just spent some time in Hokkaido, right?
I did. It was wonderful.
Tell us about it.
Well, I started my time there with a trip on an icebreaker ship.
Whoa. Can you explain what an icebreaker ship is?
It's a special kind of ship that can cut through ice.
Very cool. That must have been exciting.
It was. The scenery was so beautiful, and I saw lots of wild animals. Tara, our world traveler, just came back from Hokkaido, Japan. This time, she did something you can only do in places where it is very cold.
Ooh, like Hokkaido, right? And friends, did you find our Find It answer?
Our question was, how did Tara start her visit to Hokkaido?
Well, the answer is she started her time there with a trip on an icebreaker ship. That would be a very special experience.
Right. Let's talk about this word ship first. A ship is something that you will ride on in the ocean. There are very large ships and there are small ships. Ships rest on the top of the water. Now, an icebreaker ship is a special kind of ship. It breaks through the ice.
Right. So many scientists or even armies will use these icebreaker ships to travel places that are not easy to get to because of all the ice. Now that word ship is very similar to another word, the word boat, but ships are usually bigger.
Now Greg wants to know more about this icebreaker ship. So he uses the word explain. He asks, can you explain what an icebreaker ship is? Sonia, can you help us explain that sentence?
今天 Tara 来上节目，介绍她去北海道搭乘破冰船的行程。Greg 问她 ，Can you explain what an icebreaker ship is？ 本句中的 what 为关系代名词，指的是什么的事物，引导名词子句做受词用。我们来看例句 ：Can you tell me what people do here？ 你可以告诉我人们在这里做什么吗？或是 Can you hear what the man is saying？ 你能听到那个男人在说什么吗？
Thank you, Sonia. Now, Tara says that icebreaker ships can cut through ice.
Yeah, cut through ice. They don't go over or under the ice, they go right through it. Now, if you've ever accidentally hit a wall and made a hole, then you are hitting through that wall.
That's right. Now, in Hokkaido, you need to go to a special city to see icebreaker ships and go on special tours.
And when you're on one of these icebreaker ships, you can look out at the amazing scenery, the things that you see all around you, the wonderful animals, and all the ice.
Right. And some animals you won't be able to see in other places. Well, if you go on this icebreaker ship tour in Japan, you can see seagulls, eagles, and even seals and deer sometimes.
Wow, sounds great. Hey, let's go to a quick break now. We'll be right back.
Let's talk in English. Every day, that's the way.
Garrett, did you know that other countries also have icebreaker ship tours?
Oh, really? I've never heard of these. It sounds interesting, though.
Yeah, countries like Canada, Finland, and Sweden, where it's very cold. You can also go there in the winter and go on these special tours.
Wow. So you've got some choices if you'd like to go on one of these tours. Well, friends, let's keep watching our conversation.
I've heard the Otaru Canal in Hokkaido is the place to visit in winter.
It is. I walked along the Otaru Canal and enjoyed the winter scenery, but I was too early for the Otaru Snow Light Path Festival.
What's that?
It's a winter festival held every February in Otaru. During it, the city is decorated with lights and small snow statues.
That sounds really beautiful.
Yes, there are lights on the water in the canal too.
基颜，乐敦制药独家玻尿酸科技研发全新极润精致保湿精华，基颜史上最高80%玻尿酸，日夜修复肌肤屏障，只要7天，自体保湿力激升21%。极润精致高效保湿精华诞生。
都没有一点新鲜的吗？ 臣妾早就命人以0到7度C冷藏直送，为皇上带来天下最新鲜的纯吃茶。低温杀菌，加上全程不透光封存，
保留茶香就是新鲜好喝。
纯吃茶 ，Try it。茶力王四季春茶，无糖无香料，严选台湾春冬茶叶，甘甜茶香，清爽的四季。茶力王四季春茶新上市。
That must be something to see.
Now, Tara and Greg talk about one of my favorite places in Hokkaido, Otaru. If you take a train, it only takes 45 minutes from Sapporo, the largest city in Hokkaido. But if you take a fast train, it only takes 30 minutes.
Wow. Well, that's not too far. Hokkaido is a pretty big island.
That's right. And something very famous in Otaru is the Otaru Canal. Many people like to visit the Otaru Canal in the winter.
Why do they like to go there in the winter?
Now, a canal is a long area of water made by people. Boats can travel around a canal, and people can go from one place to another.
Yeah, I grew up in Holland, and there are canals everywhere there. So it's important to know how to swim, just in case you fall in.
That's right. Now, there are very many famous canals in the world. They make traveling by boat a lot faster.
Yeah, places like the Suez Canal in Egypt and the Panama Canal in, well, Panama allow many big ships to move things across the world without going all the way around the continents.
That's right. They save people a lot of time. Now, Greg says that he's heard that Otaru Canal is the place to visit in the winter.
Yeah, but why does he use that word the or the right here? There are other places to visit, but he says this is the place. And we have the teacher to tell us more. Here's Sonia.
Greg 问 Tara：“ 我听说北海道的小樽运河是冬季必游景点。I've heard the Otaru Canal in Hokkaido is the place to visit in winter. 定冠词 the 后面加名词，在这里用来强调某人或某事物是最棒的、最杰出的、不可错过的。我们来看例句。内湖 is the place to live in the Taipei area. 在台北地区就一定要住内湖。或是 Thomas is the person to talk to about old movies. 要谈老电影就一定要找 Thomas。再练习一个例句。Rice noodles are the thing to eat in 新竹。在新竹一定要吃的东西就是米粉。
Thank you so much, Sonia. So yes, Tara enjoyed the Otaru Canal.
Now, people like to go there because it's a very famous landmark. They like to look at the winter scenery. But Tara was too early for the Otaru Snow Festival. This happens in February as well. It's called the Otaru Snow Light Path Festival.
Yeah, she was too early. It hadn't started yet. This is a winter festival held there every February.
And when you go to this festival, the city of Otaru is filled with small lights. They put these lights, sometimes candles, out at night, and it's very beautiful when you can see the lights and also the snow statues.
Yeah, they hold this festival. That means they have the festival for people to attend.
Greg says that sounds really beautiful. And friends, that sounds really beautiful is today's calendar phrase.
That sounds really beautiful.
That sounds really beautiful.
那听起来很美。
Japan is a winter wonderland.
That sounds really beautiful.
The mountains are covered with snow.
Ooh, that sounds really beautiful.
The lakes are covered with ice.
That sounds really beautiful.
It is really beautiful. And really cold.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds really beautiful.
That sounds really beautiful.
那听起来很美。
Now let's go review today's keywords.
Here's your first keyword for today. Ship. Ship. Look at that big ship.
Explain. Explain. Can you explain this story to me?
Through. Through. Let's walk through the park tonight.
Hold. Hold. They hold a meeting every morning.
Statue. Statue. There is a statue of a man in the park. Now, friends, those are your keywords for today. Just keep on practicing them.
Now it's time for your turn.
The words for today are ship, explained, through, held, and statue. Now it's your turn to use them in a sentence. First one, I can't see the glass. Correct. I can't see through the glass. Next, his plan to everyone. That's right. He explained his plan to everyone. Next, that sails on the ocean. Great job. That ship sails on the ocean. Next, whose is that? You got it. Whose statue is that? Last one. When was the concert? Correct. When was the concert held? That was fun. Be sure to come back next time for your turn.
Welcome to the show, Tara.
Thank you, Greg.
You just spent some time in Hokkaido, right?
I did. It was wonderful.
Tell us about it.
Well, I started my time there with a trip on an icebreaker ship.
Oh, can you explain what an icebreaker ship is?
It's a special kind of ship that can cut through ice.
Very cool. That must have been exciting.
It was. The scenery was so beautiful, and I saw lots of wild animals.
I've heard the Otaru Canal in Hokkaido is the place to visit in winter.
It is. I walked along the Otaru Canal and enjoyed the winter scenery, but I was too early for the Otaru Snow Light Path Festival.
What's that?
It's a winter festival held every February in Otaru. During it, the city is decorated with lights and small snow statues.
That sounds really beautiful.
Yes, there are lights on the water in the canal too.
That must be something to see.
So, James, can we go to Japan? Should I start packing now?
No, not yet. I'm still looking at information. Hey, look at this. It's an icebreaker ship.
Wow, an icebreaker ship? What is that?
It's a special ship that cuts through ice.
Ooh, sounds exciting, but very cold.
Hey, here's something interesting.
Oh, what is it?
It's a winter festival. Look, the city is decorated with lights.
Fun! Hey, look at all those small statues.
They're made with snow.
Whoa! That must be something to see.
You're right about that. How fun.
Yeah. Oh, so can I start packing now?
No, not yet.
Wow.
Hello and greetings! I'm the Game Master.
鸡盐，乐敦制药独家玻尿酸科技研发全新极润精致保湿精华，鸡盐史上最高80%玻尿酸，日夜修复肌肤屏障，只要7天，自体保湿力激升21%。极润精致高效保湿精华诞生。
茶里王四季春茶，无糖无香料，严选台湾春冬茶叶，甘甜茶香，清爽的四季。茶里王四季春茶新上市。
都没有一点新鲜的吗？
臣妾早就命人以0到7度 C 冷藏直送，为皇上带来天下最新鲜的纯吃茶，低温杀菌，加上全程不透光封存，
保留茶香就是新鲜好喝。
纯吃茶 ，Try it.
And you're here for What's the Answer? There is an island full of interesting culture, delicious seafood, and wintry ski slopes. We'll talk about it in our questions today. Both Charlie and Mario will try to answer correctly. Let's get started and ask the first question. Where is Hokkaido? A, the north of Japan. B, South Korea. C, the north of Texas. Or D, the south of Japan. Ooh, Charlie, where do you think it is?
Well, it's not in Texas. It sounds Japanese, but is it the north or the south? I'm going to say A, the north of Japan.
Very well done! Hokkaido is an island in the north of Japan. Here's our next question. Tell me if this is true or false. Every February, the city of Otaru is decorated with lights and small snow statues. Ooh, Mario, I believe you have an answer.
Well, yes, I do. I don't actually know anything about that city, but I'll say it's true.
Wow, good guess! That is the right answer. Okay, for our last question, fill in the blank with the right word. Ship can cut through ice. Charlie?
Okay, it must be a ship that can cut through ice. I'll say an icebreaker ship.
Ooh, great job! The word is icebreaker. Charlie, you are our winner today. Great job. That's all for today. We'll see you next time on What's the Answer. See you later.
When you go to Otaru, there are also small snow statues. Statues and sculptures are very similar.
Yes, they are. But statues are not necessarily made by hand. Sculptures are.
Right. Friends, thank you for joining us. See you again tomorrow right here on
Let's Talk in English. Goodbye.